Herbarium is a collection of preserved plant or fungal specimens. Most plant specimens are dry by pressing, whereas bulkier plants and most fungi are dry without pressing and are stored in boxes. Many herbaria were established throughout Europe in the 1600s during the age of exploration, when botanical gardens could no longer keep living collections of all the known species, and thus preserving and storing specimens became common practice. Herbarium specimens include plants, conifers, ferns, mosses, liverworts, and algae, as well as fungi. The objective of this virtual report are to making our own herbarium and also to make reference for our herbarium. Next are materials. First, a plastic bag to put the grasses. Second, drawing paper or A4 paper. Next is scissors and tape to stick the grass on the drawing paper or A4 paper before. Then, heavy boots for pressing. And lastly, file notes and a pen to record the observation.
Find some suitable plants. Clean the plant thoroughly. Pat the excess water and let it dry for a few minutes. Take a A4 paper and put the plant at position as desired. Take some paper about 1 centimeter thickness and put on top of the plant. Put a book on it and let it dry for 3 to 4.
There are some precautions for the experiment, which is first, check the plant regularly while drying to avoid the insects. Second, handle the plant carefully to prevent parts from falling off while drying. And the last one, clean the root plant from any soil before pressing.
So now, let's see the result of our herbarium project. There are 25 varieties of grasses that we managed to found with different kind of function and different scientific names.
Next, discussion. Among the diverse methods used for species identification, we attempted to use herbaria for automated plant classification. So far, most of the biodiversity informatics research related to herbaria has focused on digitization of their collections, and we use Google Lens application. Among the 25 plants that have been collected, we are able to recognize the edible and inedible plant for ruminants. For the edible plants, there are bitter snake gourd containing carbohydrates, fats, proteins, and fibers, vital trace compounds such as vitamin A, vitamin B6, vitamin C, and vitamin E, and minerals. Scarlet spiderling containing carbohydrates, vitamin C, vitamin B3, vitamin B2, and minerals like sodium, calcium, magnesium, and iodine. Basil contains protein, vitamin C, calcium, iron, vitamin B6, and magnesium. Gear of the wind has carbohydrates, lipids, and protein. Coat buttons also contain carbohydrates, protein, sodium, and potassium. Wood nettles contain vitamins, minerals, fats, and essential amino acids.
For the inedible plants, some of it also contains nutritional values such as siam wheat contains carbohydrates, protein, lipid, and fiber. False daisy has vitamin D, vitamin E, iron, polypeptides, magnesium, and calcium. West Indian pinkroot is toxic plant that can cause death to domestic animal. Fishbone fern has carbohydrates, which is 12%, magenta plant rich in vitamin C and vitamin E, essential amino acid, iron, and calcium. Box honeysuckle is good source of fibers and vitamin C. They also do not have nutritional values like star codweed, and Aztec sweetheart are toxicity plants for the ruminants. Duckbill creeper and sharpfruit rush can cause poisoning. Praxalis was an invasive plant, and Collis plant can make the ruminants paralyzed. Last but not least, sharpfruit rush contain 80 grams of water, 5.8 grams of protein, 0.4 grams of fats, 10 grams of carbohydrate, 3 grams of fiber, 440 mg of calcium, and 1.5 mg of ferrum.
As conclusion, we can conclude that herbarium is a database where you may find information on plants, such as the type specimens aid in precise plant identification. It contains specimens for taxonomic and anatomical research. Herbarium specimens are quite valuable for identifying plants that grow here or abroad. The greatest documentation of a plant's original habitat is preserved plant specimen in a herbarium. We may use this data to better understand changes caused by habitat loss, climate change, or other human-caused effects. Based on this field report, we use herbarium to determine if the plants collected are edible or inedible to animals such as cows, goats, and sheep. It is important to know what we are feeding to the animals since it will affect their health performance.
That's all from us. Thank you for watching.